everyone, welcome to Adventures in Everyday Cooking. My name is Heather and today we are going to do rotisserie Jamaican jerk pork in the Instant Pot. No, in the Pampered Chef air fryer. But we are also going to use the Instant Pot to make, ready for this? Instant Pot risotto. I didn't know that was a thing. Apparently it's a thing and we're going to try it. So without further ado, let's get started. So when I first bought this picnic roast, I thought I bought boneless, but upon taking it out of the package, I realized I have a big bone inside of it. So a little critical thinking, I cannot use my spit. I mean, I suppose I still could probably fit it right next to the bone, but it'll kind of be lopsided, and I'm thinking that that's just not a good idea. So instead, I got the basket out, and we are going to attempt to rotisserie this pork in the basket. Now, I did make sure the pork fit inside the basket, so we're good to go there. So I'm going to go ahead and cover my pork in some oil, just to help the seasoning stick better and to help the rotisserie function work. There is a big fat back on this. Hopefully that's not gonna be a problem inside the rotisserie. We'll see. But that's a lot of fat right there. I almost want to trim off that fat. Maybe I'll trim it off. No, I'll leave it on. I'll leave it on. But look how thick it is. Look at how thick that fat is. Don't get me wrong, I like pig fat, but that's just a lot of it. Maybe it's fine for this big of a roast. We'll just call it fine. Okay, let me wash my hands. All right, now that it's been properly oiled, I'm gonna go ahead and shake my Jamaican jerk seasoning on this. This is the Jamaican jerk seasoning from Pampered Chef. My husband really likes this seasoning, and so I've kind of been exploring with it the last couple of weeks, putting it on all kinds of different meats. We haven't found a meat yet that we've put it on that we haven't liked. We put it on turkey, we put it on chicken. Now we're putting it on pork. I will try it on some seafood later, but yeah, we just want to basically get it in all the places. Okay, Jamaican jerk down, wash hands, and now we will get our kosher salt here, and we will just give it a good sprinkle all over the place. And the reason is because there is salt in the Jamaican jerk. Oh, I just touched it. Use my other hand. There is salt in the Jamaican jerk, but there's certainly not enough for a rotisserie. What would really be nice on this is to use a smoked salt inside the rotisserie, inside of the air fryer, but I don't know where my smoked salt went. I know I have a whole container of it that was made by a local guy. I don't know where it is. Okay, contaminated hand, clean hand. Now I'm gonna wash again. Actually, I'm not gonna wash. I'm gonna wait to wash until I put it into the basket. Okay, so this is the basket that comes with the air fryer. It's meant for anything that needs to like circulate and go. French fries, I did onion strings in there, chicken nuggets, all sorts of stuff that needs to like be rotated. You can put it in the basket. And apparently you can put a whole picnic roast in. So we're just gonna slide that in right there. And we're gonna shut it. Pink. Okay. All right, so I'm gonna come around, hold on. All right, so here's the inside. Now we're gonna go ahead and take off our two racks and our guard, and we'll set those aside for now. And then I'm going to take my tool here and I'm going to lift it up like that. So see that? And then we are gonna insert it. There are holes on each side. You wanna insert it in this side first. So we're gonna go ahead and insert it. And then drop it in the little hook there, just like that. Let's shut our machine. We are gonna turn it on to rotisserie for 45 minutes. All right, our Jamaican pork is on its way. Now let's get set up for risotto. Risotto. Yummy stuff. All right, and now we are ready for the risotto. So first thing I want to do, since this has been in, not storage, but it's been on my shelf for a couple weeks, I'm going to make sure that my seal is pressed down. And I'm going to make sure that my knob is in. Everything looks good because I haven't used it in a little while. I did make sure it was clean, but I just want to make sure those other things. All right, so we'll take off our lid. Now we're gonna first set our Instant Pot to saute, and I'm gonna add in 2 tablespoons of butter. While that is melting, we are going to chop, didn't get enough. We are going to chop our onions into small bits. So I'm gonna go ahead and just give my onion a quarter. Actually, that would be an 1/8, because it was in half, and that's all I'm gonna need, because I'm gonna use our food chopper. This is the Pampered Chef food chopper. I've owned this thing for 15 years. It's my favorite way to do onions that don't need to be uniform in size. So, and I'm just doing it right here on my cutting mat. Whoa, that was almost bad. That's my rice. Can you imagine? All right, next. This is a really great tool for when you want to get your aggressions out about this quarantine. Dang it, it's been how long? And I'm still nowhere, and I still can't go shopping, and I still can't go to the park. All right, now that our butter is melted, I'll show you in there. All right, let's pick up our flexible cutting mat and put our onions right in. I love flexible cutting mats for that reason. I have not had to touch chopped onion at all. And that makes me happy because I love onion. However, I don't love smelling like onion at 3 a.m. It's happened. Garlic and onion, it's totally a thing. Okay. And what's cool about this thing, comes apart, goes in the dishwasher. All right, here we have our softening onions, and we are gonna add to that our 1.5 tablespoons of minced garlic. And our thyme, and we're just going to cook that until fragrant. Smells good. Okay, now we are going to add our rice, and we are going to toast and cook this rice for about 2 minutes. All right, and I have just put the broth in the microwave because we need to actually add the broth warm. So let's give this a little more of a turn, and you can see some of those rice specks are getting a little toasty. That's perfect. All right, let's scrape that rice down. Looks good. Okay, now we are gonna add our wine, or in my case, our apple cider vinegar. And we're going to give that a good stir. And this is to help us deglaze the pot. And we want to continue cooking this until most of that wine or that apple cider vinegar has been absorbed. And that looks like that's about it. Okay, so we're gonna turn it off. So we're done with our sear function. Now we are gonna add our warm broth. And this is 4 cups of broth, and we'll add it right in. Give it a good stir. Make sure nothing is stuck to the bottom of the pot. That is super important. when you're doing rice of any sort, do not let it stick to the bottom of the pot. Okay, that's it. Now we are going to put on our lid and we are going to make sure it's sealed. And we're going to set it for high pressure for 5 minutes. So manual, 5 minutes, go. When this is done, we're going to quick release and then we are going to add our Parmesan. So I guess I'll see you back here when all of this is ready to go. Okay, we're back. It's been the 6 minutes plus whatever it took to come to pressure, which really wasn't that long. So we're gonna go ahead and vent it. We're gonna go ahead and check the temperature of the meat while that's venting. All right, so I'm gonna open it. Oh man, sizzly deliciousness. Wow, I know you probably can't see that. Let me see if I can get it close to the camera so that you can see without it dripping. Can you see that? Oh, it smells so good. Wow, look at that. Do you see that roast? I'm so excited. All right, needs to be about 145. And we are at 65. I had a feeling, this is a 4-pound roast, so this is actually going to take about, let's see, 20 minutes per pound, 20, 40, 60, 80. It's probably gonna take an hour and a half. So my risotto is gonna be our starter, and then we'll have pork. All right, let's get this back into our machine. Go. And it was set to 45 minutes, so when that goes off again, I'll set it for another 45 and then we will be done. All right, let's move over here and stir in our cheese. Ooh, look at how creamy and delicious that looks. All right, we've let it cool a little, and the directions said to salt and pepper it. We'll adjust from there. It smells delicious. Look at this. Here we go. It's still really hot. Ooh, that's good. You can still taste the apple cider vinegar, but it's got a good flavor. All right. Oh, it's my pre-dinner snack. All right, we're back, and this has just gone off, and we will remove our beautiful pork here, and we'll flop it open. Oh man, look at that. Let me get some tongs and get that out. Not gonna lie, that looks amazing. All right. Look at that beauty. Wow. I did that in there. Wow, look at that. This is the fatty layer, and it's all beautifully rendered and amazing. Look at the color. I cannot wait. Okay, we have to let it rest for about 15 minutes, and then we will come back and we will cut into it. I'm excited. All right, our 15 minutes is up, and let's cut into this and see what we got. I am so excited. Now, so I previewed the video a little bit and saw that in the video it looks very burnt. It is not very burnt. It has that rotisserie kind of caramelization. It's really nice looking. So here we go, using my fantastic Pampered Chef work knife. that just cuts right through. Wow. That crispiness, that's the fat layer. Oh my goodness. Look at how beautiful. This is exciting. Oh man, oh man. Look at that. Can you see that? I don't know if you can see it. Look at that, nice and moist. See that? There's still lots of juices. See the juice coming out? Delicious. Let's try a piece, shall we? All right, so this is the outside with a little bit of caramelization. Oh. That's phenomenal. That is so good. Ooh, my favorite new way to cook pork. All right, let's try it with our rice together. See if they complement each other well. I will say that this rice will probably taste better with white wine, not apple cider vinegar. It has an overwhelmingly apple cider vinegar flavor to it, which is not a bad thing, but I don't know that it's necessarily a good thing either. So use white wine if you can. And a little rice and a little pork. Those are some fantastic flavors. Wow. And this is phenomenal. This I will definitely make again and again. This, it's interesting. Like I said, I think I would need to try this recipe with the white wine rather than the apple cider vinegar, but the texture of the rice is great. The cheesiness is great. I just don't, not so sure about the apple cider vinegar. So, well, that's it. I'm gonna get off here and go feed my family. So if you enjoyed this video, please give it a like, share it with your friends, and subscribe to my channel. I do videos at least twice a week, sometimes more. But right now during this quarantine, it's all a crapshoot. So I hope you'll join me on my next adventure. We'll see you later. Bye.